So, transfer deadline day has come and gone, and we say goodbye to yet another major player. It's turned into an interesting transfer window.
In the heart of northern Italy lies a town steeped in footballing history. Welcome to Vercelli, home to one of the most storied clubs in Italian football, Pro Vercelli. Languishing in the lower leagues as its once glittering legacy faded into obscurity. But now, a new chapter is about to be written. A chapter of redemption, revival, and triumph. Get ready to witness the rebirth of a footballing legend. This is Football Manager 24, the Pro Vercelli Chronicles.
Hello and welcome back to the Pro Vercelli Chronicles. So, the outs first. Ekman, Sur, Fiera and Copaco and Halder have gone out on loan along with Bravo. Marchese has left the club. He was a half a star. He's never going to make it. He's still only 17, but he's never going to become anything, I don't think. And Atletico Madrid came in with 100. Well, it was done via an intermediary. I got them up to £122 million for 30-year-old Clerk. We obviously signed him about 4 years ago for 75 million. So we've made a nice little profit on him. He's gone back to Spain. For a 30-year-old, I'm more than happy with that amount of money, and it makes the coffers a lot better as we've sold £433 million worth of players this summer. 322 of that coming from two players. And on the ins, we've bought in this guy because I love his name. He's Kaput. And name says it all, doesn't it? Of course, he's injury prone. It's fantastic. He's called Kaput and he's injury prone. It's probably not spelt like that in German, but you know, it means broken in German. It's probably, like I say, not spelt like that. But we've paid 10 million. He's worth 50 to 65. Happy days there. And we've got £65 million in the bank with £116 million to spend if we need to in January. But I'm hoping that the youngsters that I'm putting a lot of faith in here do step up and do things. By the end of the season, we're still going to have money in the bank, and we are getting a small increase in money according to this. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But since you were last with me, we have beaten Frozzoni 4-2 with Kaput, Weidinger, Erkin and Zhao on the score sheet. Then in a very close game away at Napoli, we lost unfortunately 1-0. It was a 50-50 game. We then beat Empoli 6-0 with Zhao an own goal, Costa getting a brace, Kaput on the score sheet again, and Becky getting a goal. It could be Becky. And finally 1-0 against Roma. Today we face Torino before a away trip to Aston Villa in the Champions League. Let's just have a look what's been going on in the Premier League last season as Newcastle were champions. I think that's their first. No, they got 5 Premier League titles apparently. Not sure when, but sorry. Past winners. Their first win for since 1906. So interesting. Villa second place, Manchester United third, Arsenal fourth, and Liverpool fifth, all getting in the Champions League. Very interesting there. Man City are all the way down in seventh, which is why they may have forked out to get Pingle. But anyway, let's get going, shall we? Team selection. The team for today's game is Alejandro in goal. Ziegler in goal. Alejandro at left back. Weidinger, Andre and Chioni at the back. Lala and Nero in midfield with Costa João and Beaky behind Kaput up top. I'm hoping we can train the injury proneness out of Kaput, but who knows? Who knows? Let's go. Here we go. Sorry about that. There we go. I had that was annoying. I had a delivery bag behind me. So Andre, nearly getting in there was Andre. He's hopefully coming into the side. Good. I also feel that Nero bouncing around. I do feel that the Clerk move. Have we sold him early? Yes, probably. We could have had a couple of seasons out of him, but the issue that I have is if I kept him and Costa, then it would involve a lot more rotating of two players that expect to play a lot, and I feel that potentially both of them could have become unhappy, whereas with this it frees up not only that striker role, Costa just wide, the striker role, but the right hand side role as well, freeing up basically two youngsters to come through. The Pingle side of things, it looks like Farias has got himself sent off for a second yellow card, and they're down to 10 men, so we should be winning now. I do feel that this gives some of the youngsters time to come into the squad, and Kaput gets his third goal of the season. And I'm shocked at how he has just stepped into this team and is just performing wonders, this Croatian child. Hamdi, who's on the bench, Hamdi, he's basically not playing because Kaput is doing so well, which is kind of a shock even to me. He's not had a terrible game yet and seems to be scoring every time he's playing. He did get injured for one game though, so let's hope that we can continue to keep him playing, because he's banging in the goals so far this season. And we are 1-0 up. Potentially could be looking to change some players over at half time. Costa's nervous for some reason. João is coming off. Who's going to come on? The Hove. We're also going to bring on Urkel for Nero. And that'll do for now. I'll probably bring on Perdomo maybe Sharon and Hamdi as well might come into the frame, but we will see. Lala plays it across towards Becky. Becky plays it in. The ball's being headed around. It falls to Alejandro. Costa now! Just wide. Woo! That was close. And they've got another 2 players on yellow cards. Here we go. Alejandro. Kaput. Alejandro loses the ball there dreadfully. It looked awkward as well. I don't think the match engine quite knew what happened. Becky plays it to Andre. Weidinger. What can he do with it? The Hove. Beautiful ball through to Kaput, who puts it home for his 4th goal of the season, 2nd in the game. He keeps on scoring, and boys and girls, who pingle who when we have got this guy on. 62 minutes, we're going to make some changes. Sharon is coming on for Becky, but Sharon comes on as a winger. We are going to bring on... kind of want to bring on Hamdi, but or do I just... I'm going to bring on Perdomo in as the deep line playmaker, and we're going to leave it there for now. Wait for 10 minutes. Costa's now going to come off, and we're going to try Hamdi out wide on the left. But here's Andre, Weidinger, Alejandro, Costa. Good ball through, but the shot is high and wide. 65 minutes on the clock. Hamdi to take this corner. Beautiful one towards the back post, and Alejandro gets his 1st goal of the season to make it 3-0. And even though this Torino team are down to 10 men, they are a very good side who have been in the top 4. Alejandro's going to take this one, plays it out to Weidinger, who gets his 3rd with the header. 4-0. And we are definitely pushing Torino out here with the goal difference. Here's Keone, Kaput, Hove, and Hove. It's 5. Oh, I'm loving life at the moment. This team, I was panicking once when I realised, that I was selling 2 of the best players we had. But there's no need to panic. We are playing without fear, these youngsters. And I am incredibly happy. Let's go and do the same to Aston Villa. So, the team to face Villa is Giroud in goal. And for those of you that don't remember, Giroud came in 5 years ago. Stayed with us a couple of years. Has been out on loan the last 3. And has come back as one of the best goalkeepers in the world. So I'm very happy to have him back in the first team for this game after he was not quite fit to start the season. That's why Zidler has been playing. Zidler probably will be the backup, but isn't registered for the Champions League squad. So I want to get him, Zidler, plenty of opportunities in the league. But we have Giroud in goal, Alejandro, Weidinger, Andre and Keone at the back, Lala and Urkel in midfield, with Costa, João and Becky behind Kaput up top. Beaky playing very well, very happy with him, but Kaput's kind of stealing the show. I'm really, really happy with the amount of goals he's scoring. And like I say, it builds me with more confidence having let Pingle go. But Kaput seems to be scoring more than Pingle. And hopefully that's something to keep going by. But as things stand, Aston Villa have had the better opening to this game, and it looks as though they are going to have the first highlight as Varden plays it just wide. I think Giroud had it covered. But Lala's off. Nero comes on, and Urkel and Nero swap. Alejandro's tiring as well. But we will wait till half time to make the other two changes. But as things stand, it's 0-0. And Kaput is now on the ball. What can he do with it? Plays it out to Beaky. Keone. As Beaky cuts inside. Kaput almost getting it past the Villa keeper, but it makes a great save. Alejandro now. What can he do with it? It's gone wild. And it is half time. I'm going to moan at them. Alejandro's coming off. Weidinger is also coming off fairly. We'll leave it there for now. I've upset a couple of the players by saying they're not playing well enough. Oddly, Kaput doesn't seem to be doing much. We're going to encourage his Beaky with the corner. Plays it in. Ball flaps around, but Coney's going to regather. Can he find a ball into the centre? He does, towards Costa, who's unable to get there. But Min's going to pick it up on the edge of the area. Urkel, Keone, can he find a ball in? Nero gets his first of the season to make it 1-0. Whew. And that is better. Zhao and Costa both looking tired though. Both probably going to have to come off. But here we go. Urkel plays it over the top to Zhao. His shot's just pushed wide. We will wait till after this corner before we make changes. Becky plays it in. Unable to find a white shirt, but it's going to be regained by Costa, who loses out. And we've got a throw in high up the pitch, but it comes to nothing. We need to make changes. Costa's not having the best game, so Vinny's going to come on. Zhao's coming off for the Hove as the shadow striker. Keone is looking tired, but I don't feel like I can bring him off. Come on, all we need to do is hold out. Uh-oh. Villa on the counter here. Urkel gathers comfortably off of the player. But here's Rooney. Plays it into Alves, but Giroud equal to it. Giroud's made a few good saves. Ball's played over the top, but Ellie's going to gather. Plays it over to Andre, who chips it forward. Oh, they should have done better there. Wow. but it looks like we are going to be off to the races. We will... Rooney, Urkel, he's always around when we need him. Here's Kaput to Vinny, Min, Hove has put it in the back of the net. There was a slight worry that could be offside. It is. I thought it was. That's why I didn't celebrate. But here we go. We got a corner now. Back post. Come on. Towards Ellie. And it's forced. Forced away by Villa. But it's last ditch defending. Now Min to take it. Probably coming to the near post this time. The players in the middle jostle. It does come to the near post. Becky. Min's got it again. Oof. Quite a tame pass that. Well, we know it's not over the line. And that, boys and girls, is a good start to the Champions League campaign. And when do we come back? We'll play a couple of games offline, I think. We'll come back for Atletico Madrid and AC Regina in the next episode. But if you've enjoyed that, please leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. I've been the Master Manager, and as always, I have spoken.